Luke Cage. My name is Jason, and today we are talking about the UFC, like mental health, CTE, and drugs. We are joined by our lovely guests, Harvey and Christian. They have both extensive UFC knowledge. Welcome, boys.
Hello, thank you.
Hello, how are we?
Fighters with signs of CTE, brain damage, and personality change look into the effects of being hit in the head. And what are the consequences?
It's dangerous. CTE is it's an unspoken thing, and it's only what you can find out after death. So what they do is they dissect your brain when you're dead, and they scan it, and then you can see all the concussions in the brain. And it's really weird.
I did not know that.
Yeah, they cut open your brain.
They can't do it while you're alive. I think it's because it's literally your brain.
It's so delicate.
Yeah, if they do it like when you're alive, they'll probably like kill you.
What fighters has been tested on, or is it just concussions in general?
Concussions in general, like people in the NFL. There's this guy who he killed his family.
Yeah, there was an NFL he Super Bowl. He was top of the league. He killed his mum, his brothers, and I think his daughter from getting hit in the head too much. He just
Tapped in the head,
Yeah, it changes his personality.
Changes your personality. It can cause personality change, depression, like stutters, stuff, a lot of stuff like that. Fighters with CTE, especially NFL players, rugby players, sometimes football players, any type of combat really, other than karate, let's be honest, affects fighters in a long way. Like Don Fry, UFC legend, he got hit in the head a lot, and now he has a lisp with it, and it's
stuttered speech.
Yeah, stuttered speech. And before when he was fighting when he was younger, early 20s, late 20s, early 30s, I don't think he had one. He completely different speech, completely. Capgras syndrome. Harvey, I know you've got extensive knowledge of people with Capgras syndrome.
Yeah, there was this fighter called BJ Penn, and he's in the UFC. I think his record was 17-16.
That sounds
close
like
to.
close.
I don't know what it is, but it was 17-16, something like that. And he's still one of the best ranked fighters ever. He was double champ, and he's one of the best lightweights.
Yeah.
But he was on a really bad losing streak, and he got knocked out all the time, and that caused a lot of brain damage.
Yeah.
And then it gave him imposter syndrome.
Yeah, he didn't believe his mum's real, and that's, to me, imagine waking up one day because you've been hit in the head so much, and you think your mum's not like a real person. You think your mum is just, she's not her.
So how did that go down?
He's been arrested 16 times.
I think more than that now.
He has a restraining order
Against his mum?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's horrible, that.
Flipping hell.
Give me
Imagine slipping your kid out the womb and 40 odd years later never having to speak to him again.
Yeah.
9 months of your life gone down a drain. Honestly, like quite literally.
Raised an alright fight, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To be fair,
I think she understands, though.
Yeah.
Like-
It's just brain damage.
Like, he obviously doesn't mean to, He obviously doesn't mean to, hurt his mum or do anything to his mum. But it's the CTE, and life changing. Like, imagine waking up and you want to kill your family. Sorry.
Imagine waking up and you just want to murder the entire bloodline of your flipping.
You want to kill your family?
No, but genuinely, some people
Said it
wake
such an
up with
aggressive way.
CTE and just think, I'm going to slaughter people.
Yeah, I'm just gonna wake up and choose violence.
No, seriously, though.
Yeah.
He's mad. Waking up and killing your daughter or your mum or your brothers and sisters.
It's just like a manic episode.
Yeah, and then obviously there's fighters with stutters, and then there's fighters with it gives depression.
Yeah.
You can't. Obviously you can slow it down with medication, I believe.
Therapy as well.
Therapy.
Speech therapy and stuff.
Therapy with CTE, I think it should be more promoted.
Because obviously it's a fighting sport, so therapy is not going to be a big thing in it.
Yeah.
Because it's supposed to be like a tough sport. Therapy is, for example, like for bitches, people think, in that type of sport.
100%.
But it's not. It's a needed thing just to help people get through life.
Drug use in the UFC that affects the organisation and how a fighter could lose the prime from outdated rules and what have been changed.
UFC changed the rule set on drugs and EPO use, and testosterone's a big one as well. In the past, if you've less strict, all the fighters are juiced up. All the fighters on steroids, EPOs, but then as time went on, they've put ban on that for anti-doping because it gives obviously performance-enhancing drugs.
Is there a specific steroid that UFC fighters are taking?
I think there's certain steroids are allowed, but that's for like health reasons.
Yeah, but I'm sure.
I think all
Maybe peptides.
peptides aren't allowed.
No.
Caffeine's not allowed before a fight. You're not allowed to drink caffeine either. So, because obviously it's a type of drug.
Like any drugs, I think.
I
think painkillers, that's why you can't take them.
You know, right. So Mark Kerr, old UFC fighter and fighter in general, he used to take. I think it was a type of steroid what just stops pain from like. So that's how he used to win his fights. He just got punched and he was like, "Ah, it didn't hurt." He just started battering people. Like he started getting one fight. He got caved in like proper, just kneed in the head, like the top of the head, and he just didn't. He was like, "Yeah."
Is that not? Do you reckon he wasn't just taking adrenaline?
I think that helps. Definitely.
You already have adrenaline in the fight, though.
Yeah, but adrenaline's definitely something like that. Definitely,
it's something you get in a fight already.
Yeah.
So you don't need it because like people, there's been fights where like Sean O'Malley talks about it. He had adrenaline in the fight and when he walked out and he sat down, he's like, "Oh, I'm in pain now."
Yeah, because like punching someone, even with gloves, and then getting all hyped up for a fight, and then realizing I've just smashed my head and fist in this guy's face for about 30 minutes,
and now I'm hurting.
And now I'm clearly it's gonna hurt, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the wind down from adrenaline, so they don't really need adrenaline.
Nick Diaz got banned from the UFC for smoking weed. He got banned for 5 years, and he had to pay 165 grand. The pay was reduced, like the fine, and the suspension was reduced to about 12 months, I believe. And I think that's one prime example because now you can smoke weed.
It's very weird. It's like Nick Diaz took the weed just to stop that depression and pain.
Yeah, because he smoked his weed in his teens, all of it.
Yeah, because it's something that carried him through his life, and he took it just to get by through life. It's like just fighting depression as well. That's a big thing.
100%.
Do you know what else I think we should talk about? Do you know that fighter Victoria Lee? I think it was such a shame that she took her own life. I really do.
Yeah, one championship belt holder.
Just due to pressures of the belt.
Yeah, it was getting to her because she had a lot of title defenses, wanted to keep the belt, and people were saying, "Oh yeah, you got to keep the belt, you got to give it a title defense." It was just getting to her.
Yeah, it definitely proves that fighting isn't just a physical sport.
Yeah,
it's also mental.
Yeah, absolutely.
Big mental game.
And it's like, so when you hold the belt, it's something special that you don't want to lose.
Yeah.
It gives you your purpose and meaning. And if you lose that purpose and meaning, they feel ashamed. They feel like you didn't do enough. You couldn't do enough. So she said they took her own life from that pressure of the belt because she didn't feel like she did enough or was going to do enough.
Why do you think my bad mental health in the UFC One Championship, mixed martial arts in general, is such a big thing?
It's a toxic place.
100%.
Like it's very masculinely ran.
Yeah.
And it's like you can't be vulnerable in that sport. There have been fighters like Kirill Roundtree. He said he was open about his depression because he weighed over 300 pounds and he lost weight due to Muay Thai. And he's saying like, I was very depressed. I was going to take my own life because of it until I found Muay Thai, which carried me through my life. But that helped him a lot. But even people were making fun of him online because he was open about his depression.
Yeah, fighters need to be more open with the depression. Like in other sports, Formula One, NFL, basketball and football. Those people who play the sport have become more open.
It's very glorified in other sports.
They've become more open with their mental health struggles, and you've noticed fighters have became more honest with it. And a lot of fighters are fighting depression. A lot of fighters have had worries of suicide thoughts, and to help those fighters, it should be more common to speak about 100%. Imagine Victoria Lee had someone to speak to. She could have had a very successful career. She could have entered the UFC. She could have been very happy. But her only thought was, I need to get out of this situation I'm in. And she took her own life, and it's very sad. So more fighters need to come out and speak about mental health struggles, so it doesn't feel like you're just in a closed room and you can't speak to anyone.
Yeah, I like how at the end of some fights, and it shows because some fighters do care, like Paddy Pimblett, because it was when he announced that at the end of his fight that he really does care about mental health and that people should really talk. It does show that people like Paddy Pimblett aren't always just big mouthed and big headed. Like, mental health is a really important thing, and I do think the UFC should promote mental health generally, not just because I think people talk about men's mental health and women's mental health, and I do agree that men are more submissive to not talking about it.
It's very subjectified.
Yeah, but I do think mental health as a majority, like men with those specifics shouldn't feel ashamed or, like guilty or however they tend to feel to speak about mental health.
Yeah, 100%. Paddy Pimblett obviously honoured one of his fights wins to his loss. A mate who literally killed himself. I think it was a couple hours before that fight.
Yeah.
And he found out and he honoured that fight, and it was such a realisation for a lot of UFC fans. Mental health does matter.
Yeah.
And it should be spoken about more.
I mean, I think when a fighter like, I think Conor McGregor has too, hasn't he? I think Conor McGregor's spoken about it too. I'm sure he has. I just think it takes someone even if he hasn't, I think it takes someone as big as people like Paddy Pimblett to speak out about it, because if they're looking up to someone like Paddy Pimblett, I think it takes for someone if you're looking up to someone like that and you realise they support the idea of recovery and mental health, it's
a big thing. Like, you're seeing an idol, like a person you look up to, for example, talk about mental health, and you think maybe it's not as different as I thought.
Yeah, 100%. We're going to call it a day on this podcast. Thank you for joining us, Harvey and Christian. I hope you had a lovely time. And now, after this episode, obviously, there's going to be past episodes. Please go watch. As fans, we play a role to support the fighters beyond the fight night by engaging with episodes like this. Please encourage get a sponsor if you need, drug use or fighters' mental health, as even the fans' mental health matters. So please contact someone if you need to.